Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay again. In this is video number 2 of the series where we are building library management system using ASP.NET Core MVC, Entity Framework Core, database first approach and ChatGPT. Right. In this video, we are going to generate data for all those tables that we created in previous video number 1. And this also task we will give it to ChatGPT. Let's see how does it responds. So I have prepared the prompt in the background. Let me share it with you on the screen. Right. So this time I have written very rough actually. Right. So here, what I am saying that considering about table, accept this validation reason, violation reason. We have not created this table. Generate data using Bogus. Bogus is a .NET library that can help us in generating fake data basically, right? So and I gave it proper instruction that okay, for this table you put down this many records, for this table you put down this many records. For book I am saying, since I have taken out 120 image in the background, I am requesting it to create at least 120 record of the books. And then author minimum 20, book author, then book author depending on the book written by one or multiple author, there can be many rows, so here I'm not specifying the count. Basically for every 120 book there has to be at least one entry if they are written by only one author, right? Then role we will have three entry: admin, librarian and member. Then we have subscription, and we have only two subscription, basic and prime, so two record only. Members I am saying that generate 10 to 12 members. Member role we have only two, three actually role. So one would be admin, one would be librarian, and 8 to 10 member I am requesting it to keep it as a member only. Then member subscription we should have 8 to 10 records. So basically how many members we have, those many at least active subscription would be there, should be there in the member subscription table. Book reservation, now for every member generate at least 8 to 10 reservation records, considering they might have placed multiple reservation entries, right? Keep few completed, keep few active. Have violation for 3 to 4 users, at least one, right? So at least there should be one entry of violation, so we will use it. And anyway, if the data is not generated according to this need, we will update it later, but at least we need to have the data on this table, because we can't generate script and uh, I mean we can generate, but it will take time, right? In all the putting down data in all those tables. So let's get it generated from ChatGPT only, right? And then book reviews. Then depending on the book reservation, there should be at least, if there are 120 books, then at least if we consider 2 to 3 reviews per book, then there should be 200 to 300 records. So that's what I am instructing over here. Again, you can pause the video and you can check out the prompt, right? So as of now, let me copy this and let's move ahead to chat gpt, and let me paste this over here and let's see what does it comes up with. All right, so let me see if it is properly coming. Yeah, okay, let me push it and let's see. Okay, so chat gpt has responded, but we missed to tell it one thing, because over here it is saying that use entity framework. Ideally, just to push data we don't require entity framework, right? Otherwise we'll have to do all stuff of entity framework that is required over here in the console application also, because we will be just feeding this data using console application. All right, so let me push another prompt that says, can you please provide dapper code, not ef core, as this will be a separate console console application, as this will be a separate console application, separate console application. So let's push this and see. Okay, so let's see what it has given us now. After saying that we are not going to use entity framework for this console application, because ideally this console application was not required, it is not part of our LMS project at all. but just I wanted to show you how we can use generate dummy data and push it. That's why, because there will be a time, lot of there will be a case where you need to push lot of data. Then you should know that there is a bogus library in .NET that you can use, and we can generate the data. So let's go over here. So it says that get install these packages. So let me install these packages first. So I'll go over here. I'll go to tools. We will go to tools, NuGet package manager, and then NuGet package manager for solution. From there, let me just copy this dapper. We'll go to browse. I'll just copy paste the name over here, dapper, and let's see what does it come up. Okay, so we'll install the first one. So let me take this, let me take the latest version and install. So it got installed. We can see uninstall button is enabled, and we can see it over here actually, dependency and in packages, dapper. Yeah, so let's move to the next package. It says system.data.sql client. Ideally, we will have to use Microsoft data.sql client because system.data is been obsoleted now. Microsoft data.client. So I'll say this and I'll say install. Okay, so this got also installed SQL client. We can see it over here, right? Let me say save all. And there is one more package that we'll have to install for bogus. ChatGPT has not suggested it because it it just generated bogus data using something else actually. So we will have to make it sure that we are using the bogus library. Right. So let me have this, and I also inform ChatGPT. Same. Yes, to generate faker data in console application using Dapper, you also need to get bogus package, which is okay. So we'll be installing. Okay, I will prepare the actual Dapper code to create connection. Shall I proceed? Yes, please. Yes, please. Right, that's what we are saying it. Yes, please go ahead. So it is regenerating, using bogus. Earlier it gave it with something else. Right, so let's wait till the time it generates. And let me install by the time, bogus library. It has 35 version. Okay, let me whatever it is latest. Bogus, simple and sane data generator for okay, this is what we need. Okay, so now ChatGPT has generated the code using Bogus and Dapper. So let's try to replicate in our project. So let me create this library data feeder class. So I'll go here. I'll say save all. I'll just close these. Just come over here, right click and new class. So let me create it in background. So I'll just save time. Okay, so I have generated the library feeder class. Let me, it's internally it's okay, but let me make it public only. Or maybe we just need to go over here and we can just copy this blindly and replace this class, the entire class. I'll just say copy paste. Initially it will give a lot of errors because we have not created entities. We also need to create entities, right? So over here only we will have to create entity classes as well. So let me go to ChatGPT and so this is done. So this is done. Okay, so let me put down this in the program.cs, the main class. Okay, at least, and then we will in one go put down everything in the uh, so this is what we should have in no, let me copy this entirely and let me control V. Right, yeah, library data feeder. Yeah, okay, it is good. We'll change the connection string later, but let's copy paste these all entities also, otherwise we will have the error for all entities. Let me show you that actually. Okay, let me show SQL connection could not be. Yeah, let me just add this Microsoft.data.sql client. Okay, so we had to import Microsoft.data.sql client, so this error is gone. Now let me see if they have used book is equal to new. Okay, no, there, I don't think ChatGPT has generated the classes for, entity classes basically. It just created runtime only this. And let me see if we have it somewhere over here. So let me just build it. Let's build the solution and see if it is compiled. Okay, so surprisingly, it build succeeded. We have no error. Okay. Then the last piece. We didn't have to copy paste the entities. When I say entity, what I was talking about, these classes were not used. So let's avoid them as of now, and let's just, now last piece, that is changing the connection string. So where do we have it in, I think, program.cs. Okay, so we'll just change this connection string. Okay, so I just changed the connection string to my local server LMS DB and the username and password and all those stuff. So and let's, finger crossed, and let's run this and see what is happening. So it ran successfully, data got inserted, but it did not provide this message actually. It just quickly came up and went away. But if I go to SSMS, we have data in every table now. So this is good. So we don't have to worry about data perspective, right? So we have handy data with it. And whenever needed, we will be updating and deleting data based on our requirement. But basically, these are things are in place for us, right, to be used, right? Okay, so that's it in this video. And to summarize what we did, we just, used Bogus Library to put down data into our tables using a console application. Ideally, this has nothing to do with our LMS application, right? But still, I wanted to, show you an example how you can generate bogus data using Chat GPT and Bogus Library. We otherwise, you imagine this many data, how much time it would have taken, right? But now we have very good data. Now we just need to concentrate on building the application, right? So in the next video we will create the MVC application and do some basic configuration stuff in the MVC application. So thanks for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.